Section 3, Test 3. You will hear an interview with a student placement officer talking about work placements. First, you have some time to look at questions 181 to 185.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Dave. Come in and take a seat.
Thanks. Can you explain to our students how a work placement increases their chances of securing a job after they've graduated?
Well, the most obvious thing to say here is that many graduates go on to work for the company that offered them the placement experience in the first place.
Yes, I can see why this might happen, but in a more general sense, what are the benefits of a placement?
Right. Placements give students a real insight into the culture of the workplace and how they can transfer their knowledge and skills to it. By drawing on placement experiences, graduates are able to sell themselves more effectively when applying for a job or compiling a CV. And at the interview stage, graduates appear more confident and can express themselves in a language appropriate to their chosen career.
Okay, fine. And what about the employer's perspective on work placements? How do employers benefit?
Employers can see how a prospective employee performs within a team, also whether they are a good communicator and problem solver. It's a job with duties and responsibilities at a level that an undergraduate should cope with. Work placements help employers to recruit the right person for the job.
And what about when the student returns to college at the end of the placement? What advantages does the work experience bring to college work?
Well, the majority of students find their placements to be positive learning experiences. Work experience enables students to make links between theory and practice, which should facilitate academic learning.
Right, and just one last thing on placements. What about mentorship and support during the work placement?
Each student has a mentor in the workplace and a placement tutor, an academic member of staff who makes regular visits to the workplace to discuss the student's progress and, if necessary, resolve any problems or issues.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Before you hear the rest of the interview, you have some time to read questions 186 to 190.
Now, continuing with our theme of graduate employment, we're going to talk about soft skills, what they are and why you need them. Mike, can you define what is meant by soft skills?
Yes, soft skills are an extension of what I mentioned earlier when I spoke about team working and communication. It's not sufficient these days to have only the know-how. By that I mean technical skills to do the job. Employers also look for personal qualities and interpersonal skills.
And why are personal qualities so important in the business world?
Well, employers want people that are going to add value to their business and not detract from it. Simple things like lack of punctuality, showing up on time and being dependable will always be important to any company, as are honesty and integrity. These personal characteristics are an inherent part of an individual's makeup and are difficult to change. Soft skills also include coping skills when faced with difficult situations and challenges. Again, performance in these areas is linked with inbuilt traits.
I see. And what about interpersonal skills? Can't these be improved with practice or training?
Yes, they can, because it is possible to change the way that you interact with colleagues and customers. The ability to communicate effectively, both through speech and in your documentation, is at the core of interpersonal skills. Equally important is the ability to demonstrate respectful listening.
And how will good soft skills help you in an interview situation?
Soft skills are vital to a successful interview. The impression you create can play a large part in the decision to make a job offer or not. Employers need to know that you have the right attitude. Will you fit in? Are you a team player? Do you appear positive and enthusiastic? You must be able to make the necessary changes to market yourself in this way.
Well, thanks, Mike. That's most interesting.
That is the end of Section 3, Test 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers.